What looked like a routine opening game turned into a high-voltage thriller as South Africa narrowly escaped Zimbabwe's late-game scare. And at the heart of this pulsating match were two emerging names lighting up the 2025 T20I Tri-Series, Dewald Brevis and Brevis Hermann. In today's screen-recorded review, we take you through Cricket 1, CricBuzz, and Cricket Addictor, breaking down every key moment, scorecard detail, and expert reaction from South Africa's 18-run win in the series opener against Zimbabwe. Let's begin with the fireworks from Brevis, South Africa's new batting sensation, who smashed a fluent 68 off 41 balls, anchoring the Proteas' innings after an early hiccup. According to Cricket 1, Brevis displayed extraordinary shot selection and temperament, accelerating post-power play and dominating spinners, while Hermann supported him brilliantly with a calm 55 off 37. We'll screen record their partnership progression directly from the match hub and pause on the wagon wheel visuals and batting breakdown as shown on Cricket 1, showing how these two perfectly balanced aggression and rotation. CricBuzz emphasizes how Linda, batting lower down the order, provided the late boost with a fiery cameo of 24 off, just 9 balls, helping South Africa finish at a competitive 178 for 5 in 20 overs. Zimbabwe, in response, started shakily, losing early wickets, but just when it seemed like a one-sided game, Sikandar Raza turned the contest on its head with the blistering 62 off 29 balls, nearly pulling off the impossible. As we scroll and record CricBuzz match coverage, we'll show how Raza's counterattack included 4 monstrous sixes, and he was aided by Richard Ngurava, who smashed a rapid 28 off 12, turning a dead chase into a nail-biter. Zimbabwe needed just 24 off the final 2 overs, and tension was at its peak. But South Africa's Otniel Bartman held his nerve, delivering a near-perfect 19th over and dismissing Raza at the most critical moment. That wicket, as Cricket Addictor highlights, was the real turning point, snapping Zimbabwe's surge and silencing their dugout. The Cricket Addictor site also provides insight into the playing 11 strategy, with South Africa opting for a balanced blend of youth and experience, backing Brevis and Hermann up top, while Linda and Fortune handled spin duties. We'll zoom in on that squad graphic and show how the Proteas are using this tri-series as a testing ground ahead of the ICC T20 World Cup 2026. Meanwhile, CricBuzz gave detailed credit to George Linda, not just for his batting but also his 2 key wickets, breaking Zimbabwe's middle-order resistance. As we screen record the bowling figures from CricBuzz, it becomes clear that South Africa's game plan was to strike early and strangle in the middle overs, and despite Raza's heroics, it mostly worked. But this game also exposed some vulnerabilities. The death bowling, especially from Lunginjiti, was erratic, conceding boundaries in clusters, while the fielding dropped intensity in the last 5 overs. We'll show clips of expert commentary snippets from all 3 sites that stress these issues and suggest adjustments for their next game against Sri Lanka. Back to Zimbabwe. The biggest takeaway was Raza's form and leadership. At 38, he continues to carry the team's fight single-handedly and proved again why he's among the most dangerous T20 batters in world cricket. Cricket 1 also points out that Ngurava isn't just a left-arm seamer. He's evolving into a serious finisher, and his knock here gives Zimbabwe the edge of unpredictability. As we highlight the final scorecard and performance ratings, you'll see that Brevis was rightfully declared player of the match, and deservedly so. His balance of aggression and maturity, as mentioned by Cricket Addictor, is exactly what South Africa has been craving in their T20 setup since the A.B. de Villiers era. We'll show the post-match quote from Brevis, where he mentions how he just wanted to keep it simple and hit the gaps, a classic sign of a maturing batter. The visuals from the Cricket 1 site also show how both dugouts reacted during key moments, the nervous energy, the celebrations, the heartbreak, all adding to the emotion of this game. This wasn't just a match. It was a trailer of how competitive this tri-series could get. With Sri Lanka watching closely, South Africa's early win means pressure will now shift to the Lankans in Game 2. As we wrap this video, we'll show fan reactions from Twitter and embedded comments from Cricket 1 and CricBuzz, where South African fans are hailing Brevis as the next big thing, and Zimbabwean fans are saluting Raza as a national treasure. In conclusion, the Proteas won, but Zimbabwe made them fight for every run. And if this is how the series begins, we're in for a thriller-packed week. Stick around as we bring you live coverage, player ratings, and tactical breakdowns, screen recorded and verified, so you stay ahead of the curve without ever needing to scroll.